Today's professional development is going to be about focusing on fluency and comprehension. I know you know that this is about Discovery Ed, and Discovery Ed offers lots of resources other than science, technology, engineering, and math, which is commonly what we think of. Using Discovery Ed to teach kids critical thinking and benefits of literacy is important. Alright, so today's outcomes are to determine how your role can support students' fluency and comprehension, how you can gain knowledge of the importance of fluency, practice comprehension strategies, and learn how to access resources on Discovery Education streaming that align with Common Core to support literacy instruction. Our essential questions are, what is the relationship between my discipline literacy and how can I effectively increase students' comprehension while simultaneously improving student engagement and motivation through authentic tasks? The first thing I want you to do is read. I know it's a very long article. I'm not asking you to read all. I've already separated you into tables of 4. So in your team, decide who wants to read 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. So you're gonna, after you read the article, I'll give you 15 minutes to talk amongst your teams, less if you don't need it. And then you're gonna identify 2 to 3 golden statements from the article that resonated with you as being important, eye-opening, or worth thinking and talking about. Afterwards, you're gonna write those statements or quotes on a sticky note and add it to our poster in the corner. Go. Alright, I hope that you've had plenty of time to think and talk with your team, and hopefully you learned some really valuable things from the article. Alright, so next what we want to do is talk about how Discovery Ed can help you with these comprehension strategies. So I need everyone to log on to Discovery Ed, and when you hit the search bar, look for comprehension strategies. Remember, we talked about last time, when doing searches in Discovery Ed, you can narrow your search by looking for boards or other activities or multimedia, music, video, pictures. Log in. It's going to be the very first one that you see pop up. Once you get logged in the middle of your table there is a stack of activity handouts. Here we're going to be working on inferencing, visualizing, and comprehension strategies, again using Discovery Ed. So each of the activities that you will do at your team or independently, your choice, will work on the key components of comprehension. At first, you see a picture of a dinosaur. Using a picture is an easy way to help kids learn inferencing. Inferencing aids comprehension by taking information that is presented to students and having them add prior knowledge to construct new meaning. Sometimes this means Students must challenge what they assume they know. So, what I want you to do is study the image of the dinosaur. What do you see? Think about all the components in the picture. What exactly do you think is happening in your story? And fill in your first box. What do you think is happening? It's your inference. Your second component of comprehension is visualizing. Visualizing is creating a picture, mental or otherwise, of what the text is telling you in order to make meaning of it. An example might be that you look at the dinosaur picture and you think about all of the things a dinosaur would do. Not just the bones, but if it was a real dinosaur in its own environment, what would it be doing? Here in this box is a story about dinosaurs at bedtime. In your second box, you will work on visualizing. By only listening to the audio and pausing it every 30 seconds, you are going to draw a picture about what you think is happening. So as the story starts, you're going to listen for 30 seconds. You're then, in your first box, going to draw a picture to visualize what you think is happening in the audio. You will do that 4 times for 30 seconds. You may start. The last part of comprehension is making connections. When you're making connections, you are thinking about things that you have learned, you're activating your schema, and thinking about how those things connect. On your right, you have an audio file for a dinosaur song. Listen to the dinosaur song. If you need the lyrics, you may download them here. Think about 3 ways that this song relates to the other 2 activities that we've done today. Making a connection between the inferencing part and the visualizing part, and thinking about how all 3 activities connect together. That is exactly what we want our kids to do. So you are using the resources to connect those things to increase student comprehension. You may start. Alright, so the last part I want you guys to do is think about how you can search for Common Core lessons on Discovery Ed. So we can use Streaming Plus to look for Common Core objectives by your grade level and specific subjects. It hits on all the primary standards and the secondary standards. Let's log in. So starting from your home page, if you will mouse over your My DE services and go down to Streaming Plus, you can then click your subject. For instance, I'm a first grade teacher, so I would click K2, and then maybe I want to find some math resources. can then narrow the subjects by algebra, data analysis and probability, geometry, measurement, numbers and operations, and problem solving. We just finished a unit on measurement, so let's see what we have. Here they have a full video about Math Monster's standard and non-standard measurement. If you click on the teacher's guide, it tells you exactly what standards for Common Core it meets and your essential standards for North Carolina. It gives you activities to follow up with and directions. You may take the rest of the time in this session to look at resources using the Common Core search and think about things that you're going to be teaching in the next coming quarter. Thank you.